Hello everyone, welcome to Quick Prints. Hope you all are doing great and learning well with the help of these tutorials. The today video is all about how to convert this kind of a manual artwork into a digital transformation. Like as you can see on your screen, there is a manual artwork which I have which is sent by one of my Instagram follower. They have sent me this image with a very detailed and fine resolutions. I have converted those resolution with a screen print, or you can say the digital print details. As you can see, I have changed the background. I have work upon colors as well. So this is the tutorial is all about how to convert this kind of a monochrome colors to these kind of a bright and multicolor artwork. So let's, without wasting a time, let's start the video. Just watch the video till the end. If you have any suggestion, you can simply type in the comment section, or you can send it on an Instagram page. So let's enjoy the video. Welcome back to the channel. So this was the artwork which I have received from one of my followers from Instagram. Like he has drawn with a manual watercolor. Let me see the size of image. The scan size is pretty good, 73 inches into 103 inches. The resolution is 300. So I'm just reducing the size without losing the detail. For that I have to remove the click of resample. Now you have to see the 73 inches and 103 inches is the image size with 72 resolution. If I increase the resolution, the size will be reduced. Let me keep the resolution 200. The size will be coming 26.535 in width and height 37. So let me take the size of resolution is 300 pixels per inch. So this is good enough. Now the artwork is approximate 17 inches into 24 inches, which is good enough. So now you can see the detail has been totally maintained. Every detail is there. So let's work on this artwork. First we need to remove the background from this image. Like there are so many options. We can draw with the pen tool and take it out, or as the name says of our channel, Quick Prints. So for doing the quick source, let's work with a magic wand. Magic wand is the tool which I'm going to use for cut this motif. I'm keeping the tolerance 20 because resolution is 300, so we have to increase the tolerance size as well. I'm taking 25 tolerance. Anti-alias should be on. Contiguous I'm keeping on, so that I'll see the area which we want to delete. For that I have to unlock the layer. Double click for the unlocking layer. Select here. So as you can see, with the 25 tolerance, there are very fine motifs. We don't need to draw. We don't need to put so much effort in cutting. Here you can see there are some unfinished edge. For that we need to understand the pixels are picking because of the contrast. So let's increase the contrast first. Control D for deselect, and let's increase the contrast. There are so many options: auto color, auto contrast, auto tone. First we'll see that like default options, auto color. Now you can see the color has been slightly lighter. Let's click again for auto contrast. Contrast is not doesn't making any difference. Auto tone is going good. So now you can see there is a white and pink is also going lighter. So let's see some more editing in a bright contrast. Yes, we are just doing for cutting the motif because we don't want to draw whole motif with the pen tool. That's why we are doing these editings, so that we can easily pick up the motif. Right now these are the correction which we did. Now you can see after changing the correction, the area are coming slightly more better than the previous one. right? So let's press shift to adding selection. Wherever you want to add some selection, just press shift and click, right? You can see there are some areas are going inside. Undo this. Let's undo this as well. So firstly we need to balance the tolerance. Let me reduce the tolerance, right? Right, these area we need to finish with a pen tool or lasso tool or any other selection tool that will guide you in a while. Let me fix the selection first. Once we'll take the whole selection, then we'll work upon further, right? The selection has been made. So how we can remove this selection? I'm taking the lasso tool with 2 pixels like 300 with the anti-alias on. While pressing the alt key, I'm just taking out the selection, right? It's very simple, easy. Wherever we want to remove the selection, just press the alt key and use any selection tool. Either you can use magic wand, you can use Marquee tool or any other selection tool. Now you can see we have to remove these. While pressing alt, we are adding the selection, and pressing shift, right? Pressing shift, we can remove the selection. So these things will take slightly extra time you to understand why we are selecting or reducing the selection, right? You can add the selection while pressing shift. You can reduce the selection while pressing alt, right? So while pressing shift, I'm just removing the extra area which has been selected with the magic wand. And like these are very easy technique. Once you understand the detail of selecting the motif, it become very easy, right? There are slight motifs. Now we have to add area. While pressing shift, I'm adding the areas. It's very good. L, short command for lasso tool. While pressing shift, I'm removing the selection which was unwanted selection, you can see. Here are few dots as well. Like it is slightly less time taking than draw a whole motif. It's really less time taking. And just remember, whenever you are drawing a artwork, just try to keep the base white, so it will save your time too while editing on software. Like if you want to fill some color, you can add it on later on software, but it would be better if you keep white. Any color can be filled on a software very easily if you leave it white. It would be easy to cut the selection and very easy to change the colors as well. That's what we are doing right now. We are just making the background white and cutting the motif. So, like these are the small motifs which you need to understand. These small dots are taking more time. If we understand these basics of cutting the motif in while starting the artwork, we can avoid these while making the manual artwork, and that would be time saving for us on a software, right? Like now we are done with the selecting things. Everything has been cleared. It's perfect. There are few dots here, right? Okay, here is some part which we need to add. Just using Marquee tool and adding the selection, right? Now it's done. There's some part which are left. We need to see closely, because once the selection will done, we are okay. Like our pen tool work is done with the selection tool, and it's very easy. And let me delete the layer. So now you have to see the all unwanted part is selected. Everywhere it is selected, the pink part. Now we need to just hit the delete button, right? Here's the background, clear background. You can see there was some mistake from us. Let's go back and do this. Let's remove the selection. Just undo and this, this and this, right? Let's check again somewhere. Yes, here is it. Or we can leave it because these are the strokes, but this we cannot leave. We have to maintain it. Like these are the strokes. We totally agree. This was the required detailed strokes. And let's check somewhere else. It's fine. It's fine. It is fine as well. So let's hit the delete button. Click and delete. Right. So there's the final cutout without using the pen tool. Hope it is making clear sense till now. Let's fill the random color for background. So here is the cutout layout of motif. So just imagine if we have remembered this thing, like we do not fill the color, ground color, so it would be very less time taking till the here. So let's carry on. Now we need to change the color. For that I have to work on a selective colors. Before that I have to remove this line. This line is coming. Just see the edges, because if something has been left, it will bother you while rotating the motif and selecting the motif. Okay, while pressing Ctrl, click here to select all the pixels, and let's take the new layer on a selective color. Selective color is the beautiful technique which maintain your detail of artwork, which will not lose your detail or intricacy of colors. So let's fix the red color first. Or there are so many color stones. You have to practice more and more to understand this table, because this is a very beautiful thing of Photoshop. Like you can change the colors without losing the details. So first of all, I'm going to remove the red color. Okay, just a moment. I have just noticed there is a one more part has been left. Let's click and delete. Fine. I have to select those layer only where I want to work. So everything is clear till now. So let's come back to the selective color. So this is the color table. We have chosen the red color to work upon first. Let's increase the yellower part, because I just want to maintain the detail, because the detail is important in this artwork. It is watercolor, very beautiful motif, very well maintained tones, high lows of color, so we cannot risk with the shades. So let's slightly take the colors to on a proper end. So red, here you can see if I'm reducing the magenta, it is going more yellower. If I'm increasing the magenta, it is going more toward magenta. So I have to give it a slightly rich look, so that's why I'm reducing the magenta and increasing the yellow. So let's increase the yellow, right? Hope it is clear right now. Let's fix the white now, because these are the white shades here. What we need to do white, actually I need to do white with a slightly yellower effect. So let's increase the yellow part. That's looking fine. Increase the magenta, reduce the magenta, and increase the cyan. Cyan is giving more toned down look, right? So here you can see there are some greenish kind of a tint in the colors. For that I have to work on a cyan. Cyan is a vibrant color. We have to work it on smartly. You can see it is affecting whole artwork, and the blue is coming very well. Let's change the blue as well, more towards greenish, right? And here again cyan is increase and dull the brightness. So it is going pretty good. Now the point is for these color, because these are not picking in a red, so let's try with the magenta selection, and again with the magenta tones, right? Like it is looking very pretty, warm vintage kind of a effect for a fall collection, you can say. Like these are the colors. It's color practice. You have to work upon your color changing skills for understanding this table, but according to me it is fine now. Like the artwork has been totally great. Let me show you the difference. It was the before and after. I can show you the preview before and after, right? Okay, so as you can see there are some fine edges. I just want to clear those edges. Let's take the selection of outside, select the layer and go in a select section, modify and border, right? It is the 3 pixel which was pre-selected. I'm just making 5 pixels border. Wherever the selection is coming, it will make the 5 pixel border like this. You can see. Now I just want to make slightly blur these borders. For that I'm using a filter called noise, dust and scratches. I'll show you the difference before and after. I'm just keeping the radius 16. Right. Now let me show you the before and after thing. I'm going to in history. Now you can see the border thing, right? Before and after. Before and after. The edges are pretty smooth. So we are okay with the artwork. What I'm feeling, the colors are slightly dull. So let's increase the contrast to the colors while controlling how I did. Sorry, I forgot to update. Just press Control and click here. Whatever was the previous selection which we use on a selective layer, it will be active. And now we can use the same selection on a bright and contrast thing. Use legacy on. It will give you instant result of your actions. You can see before and after of the editing, right? Let's take another layer, Control and hit the layer and increase the color saturation, right? Hope it is the master. Master means whatever we will do the changes here, it will cover whole the artwork or whole motif. If you want some particular colors or tones, so we have to select those colors. Like if I want to increase the vibrancy of red, so I have to select red and increase the brightness. Like you can see, wherever the red tones, it is increasing. If I want to change the hue of red, I can do that. It's very easy. If I want to change the tone of yellow, I can do it more yellower, more redder. Now we need to work very slightly. It's not too much require. Yeah, it's fine. Let's see the green areas as well, where there are very less green tones, so we don't need to touch it. Let's fix the cyan. You can see the cyan. Let's reduce the saturation of cyan. These are the areas of where the highlighted by cyan. Yes. So like this is the final edited motif. Now we have to work on repeat of this artwork, right? Like it is very fine-tuned, all 4 side proper artwork. Let me save this artwork first. I'm saving on my download TIFF layer, like, and on the all layer has been saved. So let's work on repeat. While pressing shift, click here, all 4 layer will be selected. Control E is the short command to merge all layer. Just remember, I have already saved the layer file in a separate section. So let's work on a repeat. Let me see the image size. Alt Control C is the short command to open the canvas size. Increase the image size because 17 and 24 is the image size which we are working upon. So let's increase the size 40 by 40, right? 40 by 40 canvas size. Let's fill the color background with this only, or let's change the color, take the navy blue kind of a thing which will look more delicate with these print colors. So let's see this. Oh, let me take more darker because the vibrancy is not coming out well. Yeah, it's fine. So how we make half drop repeat? Again, there are many previous tutorial as well for half drop repeat, and this is another addition in that series. Like this is the one part, right? Control Shift Alt, drag the motif, right? Here you drag, just match the detail. Let's fix it. There is it. right? So you can see there is an empty area, we have to fill it. There is a motifs are going overlap, we have to shift it down a bit, right? So we have to fill these area. Let's merge these two layers first so that they become single layer, right? So we need to fix these motifs first. What we need to see, let's take this motif. Now we have to reduce the feather. Let's keep it 0. Keep the anti-alias on because artwork is digital. If the artwork would be screen print, we cannot afford the metal tolerance on. This motif has been selected with the lasso tool. 0 feather, just only anti-alias. Control C, V, copy and paste and fix the motif here. Like, just reduce the size. Just remember, keep the setting bicubic if your artwork is pixelated. If your artwork is clear, keep the setting nearest neighbor. It will maintain the sharpness. As of now, we need the blur. We need smooth pictures. That's why I'm keeping bicubic smoother. Let's fix the motif here. Like, this has to be go back. So just take it back. Simple. Tilt more. Right, so this is the motif has been filled. Let's merge these. Control select and Control E. There is some line, let me reduce, remove it, or there's another thing. No, all fine. So like, let's take another layer. Control Shift Alt for duplicate layer and just drag it and fix the part there, because this is the indication of half drop, full, half. That's the triangle has to be ready. This part this way, right? There is the half drop. You can see 1, 2 and half. This is the half drop repeat. We have to fill this part, and like whenever we are running a pattern or draping a motif or layout pattern print, it has to be in straight repeat. Half drop is the technique where you cannot easily find the repeat, but it has to be straight repeat. And if we need to fill this pattern some garment or bag or anywhere, we have to make it on a straight repeat. So let's keep it for straight. Now you can see, let me show you the grid for straight repeat. This is the straight repeat. Like you can see, there's a straight repeat signal I'm showing you. Like, this is the straight repeat. Everyone has connectivity, left to right, top to bottom, everywhere has connectivity. We cannot leave it, it's just a half drop, because half drop end of the day has to running in a straight form. Half drop mostly work upon when the artwork is a 40 to 44 inches when we printing the fabric, so it should not look like an obvious repeat when it's coming motif by motif. So that's why we make half drop. So let's fill these empty motifs. I'm just merging the layers and take the selection first. Just remove this because I have just placed to randomly to show you the repeat, and now we need to do a bit professionally so that we can cut the repeat. For that, I'm just taking this motif as a mark, right? Just understand how I'm putting the grid. Let's take this motif and undo. Tolerance should be 0 because we have to crop the repeat very sharp. We cannot bear the single tolerance because it will come as a line. So just remove the tolerance, anti-alias is off, and click here. Now just drag the grid. Here is it. Top grid. Here is it. So this is the left side grid. We can see the down side, and here is it, the other part. So let me shift the motif, and I have to shift the grid as well. Okay, let's keep it here. There's a very small part, but it would be workable for us because we are doing everything very smartly and finely, right? So let's put the vertical ring. Just remember, if you are dragging the grid from top, just press the Alt for vertical and leave the Alt, it's come horizontal. Right now you can see the repeat is totally perfect. We have to fill these empty parts, so its choice is ours. Whichever motif we are liking, we can fill it up. So let's take this motif, let's cut it off. Yes, Control C, V. Control C for copy, V for paste, and place it here. Right, let's keep it here. Again, Control Shift, down bracket, like this. Just see the short command if I missed to spoke about. Let's take this motif here as well, so that will be slightly less time taking for us. Like, see, it's up to us how many motif we want to add. Is that's our understanding what we want to do. Let's take this motif and fix it there. Again, Control C, V, copy, paste, and place it here. And take the layer back, Control, short bracket. Let's merge all these layers. Here is also empty part. Let me fill a flower there. This flower would look nice there. Let me cut it. Again, Control C, V, copy and paste. Right. So there are, like, it's up to you. We can fill it, we can spend lots of time on it, but it was just a technique tutorial, so that's why I want to tell you the technique. Let's crop the repeat. Again, I'm explaining, it is a straight repeat, but we made as a half drop. You can see first motif, second motif, and third motif. If we crop this part, let me tell you the crop. If we crop this part, we have the height repeat, but we do not have the left repeat. That's why it come half drop repeat. So we have the full repeat. Let's crop the full repeat, and Alt IP is the short command to crop the selection. Alt IP. Let's undo this and let's place this motif on a garment. Simply I'm taking the garment and draping on a t-shirt or any other top or any other dress. I hope it is making clear sense to you till the here. I'm just working on another part of this video where you can see how to use this kind of a print. We will use the mock-up technique on a garment so that you can see how this kind of a print we can showcase to our customer. So hope you enjoy the video. If you have any comment or suggestion or any queries, you can simply type in a comment section. The scan document link has been given to you in description box. You can download it. Thanks for watching. Thank you.